This is you. Now you're wondering why this is you. Well, I'll tell you. While your friends are out there talking about anime, or you overhear a conversation referred to some, anime scenes character, you're just there sitting down, don't know what's going on. What are they talking about? You like, ooh, that would be mad if I know what they were talking about. But fear not, for I am here to save you. Now you're here because you want to start watching anime and you don't know where to start with. We're talking about the various types of anime, the likes of shoujo, seinen, isekai, ichi, there are a bunch of others out there, but you don't know where to start with. But fear not, for your boy is here to save you. Now, before I get to the video, if any anime expert that are watching this video, feel free to comment on our anime show that I haven't mentioned and which you think will be a great starter anime for anime newbies. Now, let's get to it. Starting off number 1, we have Attack on Titan. Now, this anime is particularly great. Originally, the Japanese manga was written and illustrated by Hajime Isayama. It is set in the world where humanity live in cities surrounded by big walls, to protect them from, man-eating giants. Kind of like Jack and the Giant movie, if you have watched that, kind of like that. But, only the giants are called Titans and Jack is rather this Eren Yeager character. Now, this particular anime has the vibes of some kind of dark fantasy, also a little bit of action and, post-apocalyptic vibes, like that. So that's how it is. So the manga itself has only 34 volumes if you want to read the manga. And the show has just 4 seasons. It's 8 episodes in total, so you could finish that in like a week if you're someone like me who doesn't have nothing else to do but watch anime on and on without rest. God, I'm trying. Now, let's go to the next. The second anime that I would recommend for you as a starter anime, that would be Jujutsu Kaisen. Now, this Jujutsu Kaisen, originally a Japanese manga, was illustrated by Gigi Akutami. And this story follows a high school student, Itadori Yuji, how he joins the secret Jujutsu sorcerers and how they eliminate these powerful curses against humanity. Curses that were born from emotions, just like envy, anger, hatred, all those emotions like that. This anime will be great for you as a starter, as a newbie to anime. This should be particularly great because this anime is fire. Trust me, you fall in love with this Gojo character just like I did. Now, there are 2 more recommendations which I have by this video, but before we get to that, I know most of you are already wondering, why are you not recommending Naruto, One Piece, Dragon Ball Z? Well, I'll tell you my reasons. The reason why I don't recommend this, you start with this anime is because I know these animes are great and they are one of the, anime that paved the way for modern anime. They are classic anime, they are great, they are good. But the reason why I won't recommend it to animes, newbies or starters is because these animes, if not all, most of them are over 600 episodes plus. Naruto is even 1000 plus. One Piece 1000 plus. It took me almost a year to watch most of this anime because most of the times I didn't even have data to download it. So trust me when I'm telling you, I'm telling you this from experience. My first anime was actually Naruto. That was the first anime I started watching. I think I started watching it back in 2021. Is it February? I finished it around November 2022. Sometimes I have data, sometimes I don't get data. So I go download the one I feel download, I leave the rest, for the next day. I wouldn't recommend you start with this one because it took me a year plus to just finish 1000 plus episode. I'm talking about there is Naruto Shippuden, there is also Boruto. So I wouldn't recommend you start with this and you'll be going back to the early 2000s to start watching this show. But I rather you take it slowly, and start with the ones I recommend earlier, where there are 2 coming up actually later in the video. So I recommend you start doing that. If you have money, most of the time, you can subscribe to Netflix, Hulu, and all those streaming platforms because they can offer you this anime to watch. But as for me, I don't get money. Now I download that. So I will recommend it. I think if you start with the 2 that I recommend earlier, you would like it, and when you feel like it, you can download yours at the right time and you follow it slowly. That's why I didn't recommend most of the classical animes like Naruto, One Piece, Now, At the end of the video, I will tell you how I download my animes and watch them. Make sure you watch to the end of the video. And if you're liking the video so far, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. So the third anime that I'll be recommending. This particular anime, I don't hear many people, recommending it or many people talking about it either. But I think this anime is one of the best anime I've watched so far yet. I think this anime has even entered my top 10 anime. So if I'm talking about it, you have to know that it's great. Now, the name of this anime is Desert Punk as Shunabutsu. Now, this particular anime, it takes place in the Great Kanto Desert, where the earth have turned into a complete desert wasteland after effects of how there were nuclear all over the planet and the whole place has been turned into a desert. So the story goes about these people that are living in the oasis and also the government. The governments who are living and, ruling the people in the desert don't care about the people because there's less water, less food, and people are dying because of the heat and the weather. So that's where my boy Shunabutsu comes in, where he fights the government, bad guys in the anime. So this anime is particularly great. I would recommend you start with this anime. You start watching this one before you start watching the rest. Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen. You start watching this one because, it involves action, plot twist, comedy. And you'll be in for a treat because this anime is really great and I would suggest you start watching this one. So now, originally the manga was illustrated and written by Masatoshi Yoshine. So when the anime was being produced by Gonzo and being directed by Takuyuki Inakagi. So this anime only has, one season and 24 episodes, and the manga, has 22 volumes if you want to read the manga. So that's, short animes. To bring us to the last anime that I'll be recommending in this video. Now, the anime is Demon Slayer. Now, this anime is about a kid, Tanjiro, who, lost his family to demons. So this story follows how he becomes a Demon Slayer. What happens? Does he find those demons that particularly killed his family, and all that? This anime is particularly great, and I would suggest you also, give it a shot, give it a shot and watch this anime. The manga was illustrated by Koyaharu Gotokoge, and it has 23 volumes if you want to read the manga. And I think the anime only has 3 seasons so far and 55 episodes in total. So the anime is pretty good and short. The genre covers, martial arts, dark fantasy and adventure. So I would suggest you give it a try. Now, I personally said I will tell you how I watch my anime. Personally, I can't subscribe to Netflix, Hulu, and any other video or movie streaming services because I'm a student and other factors. So what I normally do, I go on Telegram and search for these anime channels, that upload anime, manga, and all those other movies like that. So as I go onto those channels, I download it and I save it, and that's how I watch my anime. I've watched over, I think, 300 plus animes and over 6,000 plus episodes in total through that way. So I would suggest if you want to start watching anime, you start going through that route to get your animes. But if you're not a rich kid, if you subscribe to Netflix and Hulu, if you stream them, based on say you not idona, you not baba. So you can do it that way. When downloading the anime, I would suggest you check very well because there are sub anime and there are dubbed anime. But as for me, I enjoy watching subtitled anime. I'm already used to it and I'm kind of like, I want to learn the whole Japanese language, so I'm kind of like into it. But you as a starter, I would recommend you download the dubbed one. So I think that would be better for you. Comments, anything that you wanna know about anime, so I'll get back to you in a later video. Great. So thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.